Hey, what's up, guys? I know I'm a little late to the readings tonight, but better late than never. I'm going to dive right into a collective message around the divine masculines, and we'll see how it is they are feeling and what they want to communicate to you, divine feminine. Okay, so I've never wanted anyone else more. Okay, I think this has been coming up. Can we get some clarity from the masculines in regards to this message? What else do you want to say about this? Okay, that's way too many, so I'll just take the one that came out on the top. I've never wanted anyone else more. Fed up with the karmic. Alrighty. I don't even know. I'm feeling like this combination of cards have come out already, so it may be an emphasized message for some of you who are picking up on a lot of these endings that your masculines are either feeling or going through. It does have a lot to do with these karmic situations where your energy is taking over divine feminine, okay? It's taking over body, mind, and spirit. It's because you're so different, okay? And once they feel that, they can't unfeel it, okay? And it's in the little things I'm hearing, divine feminine. They've been caught up in karmic cycles that are repeating. But since you've entered the picture, the karmic cycles are coming up, and I feel like they're peeling away another layer. And it's at that point where many of them may be wanting to stand up to these karmic situations or actually say something or make things uncomfortable or have the tower shake. And I'm getting that out of fed up, okay? Somebody's not afraid to initiate divorce anymore. Somebody's not afraid to talk about separation. Somebody's not afraid to have that tough conversation that talks about like custody. Okay, I don't know why I'm picking that up. It might just be something significant for many of you because I feel like it's been this repeated pattern where somebody's like they were banking on this masculine staying because they would never like do it because of the kids, but now your masculines are like, no, like I'm learning that like I can be a present parent and I don't have to stay in an unhappy situation because I don't feel like I'm as equipped to be a father on my own. Now they're just like, no, I'll learn. Like, I'll do whatever it takes to be able to, see my kids and be with my kids and be able to provide them with everything I need, right down to actually having like an amicable relationship with some of these karmics. And it's driving the karmics insane that many of your masculines are making these shifts. But why do you think they're making it? Because they've never wanted anyone else more. It's more than just you being their twin flame and divine feminine. It's about the energy that you bring to the table. It's different than what the karmic was bringing to the table. A lot of these karmics are in this energy of like, don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you, okay? Because they're realizing that a lot of the divine masculines are actually slipping away. And the reason they're kind of feeling the pull of, wanting to just hold on to it and the intensity is because they know that the things that used to work in the past in terms of fear energy is seeping away. I feel like courage and just like unconditional love that's felt between the divine masculine and feminine. It's like giving both of them the courage to really stand up and step up to a lot of these situations. It's giving you guys the courage to really take on what you feared so much in the past that you wouldn't even take the courage to explore it, right? Like, I feel like for many of you, you knew the mountain that you had to climb, but many of you were just like stuck in this fear energy of just like, I don't know how I'm going to get over this mountain. And oh gosh, like it's so scary. It's so tall. It's so big. And then there were some of you who were like, okay, what kind of hiking boots am I going to need? Am I going to need like hiking poles to get up that mountain? I'm going to need a backpack. I'm going to need some water, some drinking water bottles. Like many of you were just like, what do I need to prepare to make an exit out of this situation? Because I am fed up, okay? Two kinds of people in the world, okay? You're either going to fear or you're gonna whatever, move forward. I was trying to sound all inspirational there and it just didn't work out, but anyways. So there's gonna be exactly like people who just kind of fear the task that they have to take on, and those who are just gonna be like, bro, like let me break it down now, like what do I need to prepare for this, what can I do to make it easy on myself? And that's where the self-development comes in. And I feel like a lot of the divine masculines are there because they are, yeah, they're fed up. They're fed up, and you are giving them the courage to feel this energy of being fed up because, gosh, let me just turn that down. Yeah, a lot of you are giving them the energy to feel that energy of being fed up because you're fueling them with something different, right? It's like you come into the picture, divine feminine, and it's like, damn, that's what it's like to feel loved. That's what it's like to have someone care about you. So then when they go back home to these karmic situations and they feel that shift in that energy, they can't help but ask themselves, like, what the F am I doing staying in this situation, right? Vice versa. Even the divine feminines have been through this. Okay, but I feel like it's different for the divine masculines because they've really been kind of socially programmed and conditioned to really just like endure, right? Because they may see like their partner, especially if it's a female or feminine energy, as like not being able to take care or fend for themselves. And so they do really kind of carry that burden instead of strategizing, right? Like, how do I stay authentic and how do I remain true to myself? How do I initiate an ending to this situation, but at the same time do it in a way that keeps things honest? It keeps things full with integrity. It gets people to take accountability for their emotions or their side of things. So, you know, I'm hearing podcasts as well. A lot of your divine masculines could be listening to podcasts right now on like how to stand up for themselves, or even like just like marriage stuff, right? Relationship stuff, like, you know, how to end a relationship peacefully, or, you know, how to tell your partner's not really invested in the relationship. Like, they could find themselves initiating Google searches on these types of things because, again, in the past, they just endured. That's why the word repeat is there. And then, boom, it's like the divine feminine walks into their life, and it's not only this beautiful attraction to you that they feel, but it's like all these other life lessons start unfolding for them. You know, that's why these twin flame journeys are no joke. Like, it's not just the romance and the love and the chemistry. It's like that is really just that thing that keeps you glued to one another on the path, or like a lifeline that helps you remember or stay connected, right? That passion, that love, that chemistry. It feels really, really good for a reason, right? Because as humans, we naturally seek out what feels good. So that's why that kind of passion and that line of communication and telepathy, that's so beautiful, and that bond always exists because we naturally seek out what feels good, what feels right. So I feel like through this connection, your divine masculines, they can't help it already know. They know intuitively now what that feels like. You've showed up, you've shown them love, and it was in the smallest way. I feel like it was just in the smallest gestures that many of you showed them. And I'm going to say it again, guys. This is definitely a divine masculine who experienced a day of talking to you on the phone, just kind of, you know, oddly, you guys might have caught yourselves in a moment of just, yeah, okay, let's just kind of get to know each other here for a minute. The intimacy that they experienced with you in just a simple conversation was more than they've ever experienced in their entire relationship or marriage or situationship, whatever this is with this karmic person. It's just more than they've ever experienced, you know. Many of them stay. They're starting to realize it. They've stayed. They've endured. You know, I'm also picking up too, guys, like a lot of the divine masculines who have been in these karmic situations, even if they've been cheating on this karmic partner, okay, they still haven't found fulfillment in that. You've come into the picture and you've really made them feel like not even that is the answer. Like, I can't even sustain doing that. And many of you might be like, why are they cowards? Why do they stay? Like, there's so many reasons. You know, so many different reasons that have a lot to do with people's livelihoods, right? Like, some divine masculines, you think they want to lose custody to their kids. You think they want to embark now on a court battle, you know, with them and their spouse. You know, like, it's something that they should do, which is why earlier I talked about preparing, right? You have to be able to prepare for these things. So that's what I feel like a lot of them are doing. They know that they've been in this sort of stagnant kind of, again, I'm not going to lie, cowardice energy. And that I'm going to call it what it is. It is. And the reason I say that is because, yeah, it is difficult. It is hard. But when you prepare, it's not hard. And I feel like with masculine energy, and this is why some of the divine feminine collective can get really frustrated sometimes too, because it's like there are expectations of the masculine energy to be able to execute. And so, you know, I just kind of want to bring it to you guys' attention that, like, you know, everything is like a learning curve for them, and it takes them time But, you know, these are the things that that are being acknowledged, is that they're not going to get out of these karmic situations unless they do something about it. It's either that or just endure it. But not even that they can do because of this whole twin flame thing. Now the whole twin flame thing is like something that is pushing them to be authentic, right? And the interesting thing about a lot of these karmic situations, guys, is like the reason they end on the twin flame journey is because like your soul, your body, your mind, it won't allow you to be with anything or anyone or in any environment or situation that is not operating at the current frequency that you're operating at, right? That's why many of you go through such crazy transformations. You know, you lose so much in your life because it's the universe is telling you like you're losing it because it's not resonating with who you are anymore. That's why many of us go through job losses. We do go through divorces and stuff like that because our karmic partners don't resonate with us. Like when we meet our twin flame and we start ascending, like we want what we want, and we're not going to settle for less. And we know that because we know it's our birthright. So if you're with a karmic partner who's been draining your energy or dragging you down or taking away your inspiration, and then you meet your twin flame who brings you inspiration, your soul's not going to allow you to stay in this karmic situation. It's a highway robbery, bro. Highway robbery. No, your soul is going to be like, bro, you think I'm stupid? I'm going to go after obviously what makes me thrive. You know, it's inevitable on the journey, which is why it's important to not get worked up in separation and feel like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Because it's like, no, beautiful, amazing shifts are happening in separation a lot of the times, okay? Picture your divine masculine being like, you, chill, wait, I'll be right back. Need to deal with something big. But I can't, communicate with you while I'm doing that because it's going to F it up if I do. And, sometimes you got to just be like, all right, cool, off and do your own thing, But it's at that point where they're just like, I'm done. Like, I think I've had enough here. I'm fed up. I want you. You're their peace. I'm going to wrap up this message by diving into some of the more intimate messages about how it is you bring them peace. Okay, the universe is like, can we get out of this fed up energy now with the karmic and just talk about I've never wanted you more. Okay, we get it loud and clear. They're having the realization that these cycles are on repeat and that they definitely need to do something about it. Okay, these are way too many, but I will take what came face up, which is these three. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and I'll just take 3 just so we don't get too many messages to confuse the reading here. Okay, so we do have make the effort. Okay, so great love is taking the steps you're guided to take. And I do feel like that is like genuinely moving towards what it is you desire the most, what it is that brings you the peace. Someone's ready to make the effort because they want to change. Okay, love yourself first. That's why they're not staying in these karmic situations. This is probably the beginning of what's going to end up causing this tower moment with the karmic situation. Is the awakening that many of your divine masculines are having right now is having the courage to love yourself enough to say, this isn't what I want. Like, I refuse to endure it because of like societal reasons, or it's what my family wants for me, or it's not what I want for myself. So I feel like loving yourself first it's something that they've really avoided, right? Because I feel like a lot of your divine masculines, they've been so programmed to just do for everybody else, like almost like this robotic energy. And then the divine feminine comes in and reminds them that like, you too must be taken care of. I'm hearing Fifth Element. So you came in like Lilu from Fifth Element and told the divine masculine, like, I'm going to protect you. I protect you. Right? I protect you. He's there thinking this whole time that he's there to like protect her, and she's like, no, like I was sent here to protect you, actually. So that is what you are doing with your love, with your presence, with showing up in the way that you did. Right? So they're on this mission to love themselves first. As cheesy and corny as it sounds, yeah, they're getting signs to essentially do that. Choose you. Choose what it is you want. Like, who cares what everybody else thinks, right? A lot of your divine masculines, too, with this honeymoon energy, enjoying the bliss of holiday time together, I feel like they're breaking away. And because when I got that vibe of like, I don't care what anybody else says, like they're just choosing to do what they want to do, this fed up thing with the karmic, they're ready to reach out to you. They don't care what the karmic says. Many of them could still be married. They could still be in a relationship. They do not care, okay? Because it might as well be over. I feel like they're waiting now to have this, conversation or whatever. But, a lot of the times, like many of you will hear from your divine masculines just right at the cusp or the end of their situation. Sometimes it may just be that final interaction that ends up doing it, because it's like expressing to you that they love you, or expressing to you that they have feelings for you or care for you. It's bound to cause some kind of ending that ends up bringing you to that much closer to what it is you want, making the effort. This is great love. They're not about to stay in this karmic situation, okay? The words fed up is very, very clear here. Okay, but they've got a little mission to go on first. By loving themselves first, they've got to find the courage to end this, because I feel like this karmic person needs to hear how this divine masculine, has felt and how they have been feeling. I've been picking up on a lot of themes around like many of your divine masculines being in relationships that have been like really just mundane, really boring, loveless. Like you bring that passion, divine feminine. And the reason you bring that passion is because like they're not used to hearing like how lovable they are. You make the effort towards them as well. And all of these things, like it's true love. Like never mind the people are married and in situation, whatever, all of that stuff is just like so 3D. Like I feel like the universe shows up to show two people who are just genuinely like beautiful souls who are here to do really good things. Like, no, like you're loved. Okay, many of you might have been through lots and lots of cycles, repeat cycles with just karmic energy always around you, always just trying to take and take and take from you, never reciprocate. And now you guys are in these twin flame connections, these true twin flame connections, like they stand the test of time. They really, really do. And I feel like, in this particular reading, someone's karmic is about to see the divine feminine's love for the divine masculine standing the test of time, so much to the point where it's like now the masculines are standing up to create these endings. Okay, very chaotic, but it is happening energetically. Like I can feel it spiritually. Many of you might be like, no, but they're just getting married, or no, they're just had a baby, or whatever the case is. It's like, it doesn't mean the energy is not in motion. The energy is in motion. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you guys for this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Check out the membership section if you do want to get into the extended 18 plus readings. There's quite a little library I've created there for everyone to enjoy. And then I do have, personal sessions over at Hipsy. If you guys ever want to connect with me one-on-one, just kind of like pick up the phone and call me and just talk about whatever's on your mind, go over to Hipsy, check out all of the various ways of reaching me on there. Join my community. It's free for you guys to join. You'll get tons of updates about my whereabouts. If I'm not on YouTube, I'm hanging out on Hipsy. Come over there, join me. I'd love you guys. All right, take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye.